Everybody seems to understand that it's really important to have a goal. It helps us to direct our behavior. But how do you direct your behavior when your goal is a results-based goal? We have results-based goal and we have behavioral-based goal. Now sometimes a results-based goal is appropriate kind of goal to have. You have a deadline, you have something you need to do, you direct all your efforts toward it, it's a one-time thing, and you achieve that. And maybe you want to set a long-term results-based goal with a lot of short-term results-based goals that help you get there. But eating is not a results-based goal. It is a behavior-based goal. So we need to learn how to eat appropriately. We have the wrong goal. Our goal is to lose weight. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense to our physiology. It doesn't make sense to our evolutionary history where finding food would have been the most important thing you can do. So you are just acting against your nature all the time when you put this goal in the forefront, because your big human brain is going to try and achieve the goal that you've set for yourself. So the first step we always have to do is to figure out, take a step back and say, is our goal the right goal? And if you want an attractive, desirable, fit, healthy body to last a lifetime, then losing weight is not the right goal. Having that body, that's a much more appropriate goal. But how do we get to that goal, which is our long-term, life-term goal? Well, we set short-term goals again, but we don't set results-based goals. We set behavior-based goals. So what we start to do with the skills of eating is that we will take one of the skills and we'll say, what kind of behaviors do we need to change that help us go towards our long-term goal? We have to make those changes in our environment, practice behaviors over and over until they become automatic. So for example, the first high payoff behavior-based goal, I tell people, the one most likely to result in you getting out of fat storage mode, finding the body that you want, keeping it for a lifetime, and losing the food preoccupation, is to stop eating so frequently. Stop snacking. Snacking plays havoc with most people's physiology, and if you look at any graph on any nation or the United States or children versus adults, it doesn't matter who it is, the more that you snack, the fatter that you get. So the first behavior-based goal would be in our when of eating part of the evolutionary eating program, and it would be to make a goal of eating at meal times and not eating in between meals at all. So schedule your meals if you like positive results-based goal, or don't eat snacks, or don't eat between meals if you like negative goals. It doesn't matter. These goals are guidelines. That's what behavioral-based goals are. They're guidelines, or if you like to be really strict about it, they can be rules, but you understand how they're getting you to that long-term goal of having that body that you want and getting rid of the food preoccupations and need to diet and exercise and do all those things no one has ever needed to do in history before in order to maintain a healthy, attractive weight. So the first thing is to set a goal, but not a results-based goal, a behavior-based goal.